Hi, this is Ariana with another episode of HMS At, and today I'm really excited to introduce you to a very special group of which I'm a huge fan, and if you aren't already a big fan of the Fab Five, I think that you will soon be. So today we're going to talk to the Beagles, not to be confused with the 1960s rock group. So this is HMS At, the Houston Beagle and Hound Rescue, and we're going to talk to Elizabeth Emery shortly. I'm so excited. Hello!
Hello!
Surprise, surprise! Come on out, Beagles.
Hey, hi there.
Hi, Elizabeth. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Thank you for having us today. Oh, Cronkite's already getting all tangled up.
Yes, he is.
Because he's a News 92 FM news hound,
Yes,
so
he is.
he's ready to report and get in front of the camera and get all up on the mic.
Yes, we are just on our way to Barnes & Noble to do gift wrapping for donations for Houston Beagle Rescue. And the dogs all have their costumes on. We have Santa, Mrs. Santa. I don't know what she is.
She's a little elf.
She's a little elf.
He's a little reindeer.
And Cronkite is a reindeer, yes. We opted not to wear the hat because he looks really silly.
I'll tell you what, I really want to sit down and talk to you about the Beagles and the
Okay.
rescue group.
Okay.
Let's settle down and start chatting.
Okay.
Sounds great.
Okay.
So hopefully we've settled down enough with the Beagles now. Can you introduce us to these pups?
Yes, this is little Izzy. This is Kayla. This is Bo. And this is Cronkite, the News 92 FM mascot.
So what is a Houston Beagle and Hound Rescue? How long have you been around, and where can people get more information?
We have been around for going on 13 years. Our website is houstonbeaglerescue.org, and on that website you can see all of the beagles that are available for adoption, volunteer opportunities, upcoming events, and just everything about us.
How many Beagles are typically on the adoption list?
Typically we have about 40 to 45 in the program, and normally there are 20 to 22 listed for adoption. The other ones are not ready to be adopted yet because they have to go through heartworm treatment or they have other medical issues that make them not available yet.
Tell me about the process from beginning to end in terms of rescuing the dogs. Where do you go to get them, getting them with foster parents, all of that great stuff?
Okay, the first thing is we get notices from the local shelters that tell us that they have beagles available to be pulled, and we go and check them out, make sure that they have good temperament, good quality, not too many health problems, stuff like that. Some of our dogs are from people who adopt beagles and know nothing about them, and after they've had them for a few months they figure out that they're a lot to handle. That's what happened with Cronkite. He was given as a Christmas present last year to a 3-year-old child. Wow. And in February they decided that he was too much, so they were taking him to a shelter. The grandmother said can't do that, so she contacted us and we took Cronkite in. So we get them from the shelter. Any vetting that hasn't been done, we take them immediately to a vet and get everything else done, including the spay and neuter, microchip, get them heartworm tested, and from there, if we have a foster home available, they go into a foster home, and if not, they go into boarding until a foster home is available. This is life with a Beagle.
I can see that Cronkite really likes being in front of the camera, and he's trying to steal the show, so he's appropriately the news hound for News 92 FM.
Yes, he is. This is Cronkite. And so they go into a foster home for a minimum of 2 weeks so that we can evaluate their personalities, get them house trained, get them house manners and all of that. Then they go up on the website if there are no issues. And then we hope for applications to come in.
Tell me about the need for adopting dogs and also fostering them right now. I understand the holiday season's especially tough time for Beagles.
It is. It's a tough time for all dogs. And I would like to point out that Cronkite, it does not just represent the Beagles. He represents all rescue dogs who are in that situation. This is the time of year when everybody is adopting a dog. Everybody wants to get their kids one for Christmas. And then after Christmas, the reality sets in. And yes, that's what a Beagle puppy is like. And this is why we tell people that no, you don't really want a Beagle puppy. So after Christmas, when the reality sets in that they have this little monster, then they start dumping them in shelters. And hopefully a rescue group can take them. And but the rescue groups can only take so many, so the rest go to the shelters. Owner turn-ins are the first ones to be put down.
Oh, wow.
Yes, they are. The other ones, the law says they have to hold 72 hours, so they get 72 hours. But if the owner is present, they can be euthanized immediately.
I adopted Bree 2 years ago from your group because I fell in love with the Beagles when I saw y'all 2 years ago at Barnes & Noble wrapping gifts.
Right.
And you're right. I adopted Lucy right after the holidays, but I fell in love with her, and she's such a just great dog. So she's still with us. Tell us about the gift wrapping that you're doing.
Well, this is our third year now that we've been invited by Barnes & Noble to come and do gift wrapping. We do it strictly for donations, and we absolutely love it. We take the Beagles, and they schmooze with the customers while we wrap the gifts.
So if you are in need of going to do some holiday snoozing, perusing, and schmoozing, you can definitely visit with the Beagles. More information about the gift wrapping events with the Houston Beagle and Hound Rescue is available on their website, which is again?
HoustonBeagleRescue.org.
Just before we wrap up, tell me a couple ways that people can get involved aside from fostering and adopting. Are there volunteer opportunities?
Yes, we always are in need of volunteers.
What I loved about the Houston Beagle and Hound Rescue Group is when I was interested in adopting Bree, who is now Lucy, it was a very thorough process. You got to know my personality, my husband's personality, the type of place where we live, if we have children around or not, if she, so it's a really good matchmaking service in terms of finding the pet that's perfect for your home and your family. So
that is our goal. We know how traumatic it is for the Beagles to have lost their original family, even if it wasn't a good one. Beagles are very loyal to their people. And so when they come into the foster home, we baby them, we treat them like gold. And so our goal is to get them into a new home that loves them and treats them just as well as we do at foster home.
Fantastic. Before we wrap up, just give us a couple other. I see that you brought some items out here.
I did. This is one of the many things that Houston Beagle and Hound Rescue does.
Here, let's hold that up a little bit closer to the camera.
We created a cookbook, and all of the recipes in it were donated by adopters. So this is one of the ways that people can help us. We also just came out with, that's Cronkite. We also just came out with our 2013 calendar. We have 3 different ones. They feature adopted Beagles from Houston and Beagle Rescue. And of course, the proceeds all go to helping Beagles.
Fantastic. Elizabeth, thank you so much for spending time with us today. I know you have to get out soon to go wrap these gifts, but I spoke with Cronkite earlier today, and he wanted to send a special shout out to a couple of his Beagle friends, and he wanted me to share pictures. And so here is Lucy, who loves to enjoy coffee lattes and car rides with mommy. So shout out to her. This is a shout out to Buster, who represents the west side of Houston. Hey, Buster. This is another hound, Hano, who lives in Monterrey with a little beautiful girl named Millie. And just another shot of Lucy. You can tell it's been a hard day's night and she's been working like a dog. So again, thank you so much.
Thank you.
This is such a blast. Remember, HoustonBeagleRescue.org for more information. Cronkite, you ready to go wrap some gifts? So this has been HMS at the Houston Zoo and HMS at the Houston Beagle and Hound Rescue. Don't forget of the holiday events happening at the zoo, the Winter Zoofari Zoo Camp, the lights at the zoo, and breakfast with Santa. All of that information available at houstonzoo.org. Remember, the Beagles with the Houston and Beagle Hound Rescue Group are gift wrapping at several Barnes & Noble locations, so make sure to visit houstonbeaglerescue.org to get details on that. Other events happening around town include Posada Navideña that is happening at Plaza Americas on December 16th from 4 to 8 p.m. and it's completely free. You can experience the whole Latin celebration for Christmas. And if you're looking to go ice skating somewhere around town and try to feel like it's really winter out here, then you can go skate at several locations. There's the ice at Discovery Green. There's also the ice at the Galleria, iceatthegalleria.com and iceatdiscoverygreen.com. Of course, there's always the ice at Memorial City Mall, so visit memorialcitymall.com for details on that. Remember, HMS at always brings you all of the local happenings and highlights the best and greatest organizations in Houston. Until next time, happy holidays.